Hi guys, it's me Tech Jake, and today we're taking a closer look at something that isn't a smartphone, tablet, or laptop, but still belongs in that space where tech meets everyday life. I'm talking about the electric oven, specifically, this mini 30 liters electric oven that comes in at 1500 watts. It's a domestic toaster style oven that's designed to handle way more than just toast. And if you want to buy this exact oven, I've got a link waiting for you right down in the description. Now, I know when you hear mini oven, you might be thinking something tiny, kind of gimmicky, maybe good for reheating a slice of pizza. But here's the thing, this is a 30-liter capacity unit. That's not small at all when you start to think about the amount of food you can prep inside. You can bake a full pizza, roast chicken, make cakes, or run a small batch of cookies without firing up a full-sized oven. And that right there is the sweet spot for people who live in apartments, dorm rooms, or even just want a secondary oven for those big family cooking days. Design-wise, this oven is simple but clean. It's compact enough to sit on a countertop without dominating your kitchen, but at the same time, it doesn't feel flimsy. The build is sturdy, with a classic boxy toaster oven look. You've got a glass front that lets you peek inside while your food cooks, and the door opens smoothly with a handle that stays cool to the touch. There are 3 main control dials right in front, one for temperature adjustment, one for cooking mode, and one for the timer. Straightforward. No complicated digital menu, no learning curve, just set, turn, and go. Now let's talk about power. At 1500 watts, this mini oven punches way above its size. That wattage is enough to get up to baking temperatures quickly, and it can sustain them consistently. The adjustable temperature setting gives you flexibility to cook at lower heats for slow bakes or crank it up for crispy finishes. And honestly, for something this compact, it cooks evenly. That's usually the problem with budget ovens, you'll get hot spots, uneven browning, or food that's done on one side but raw on the other. But with this oven, the internal heat distribution is solid. And of course, versatility is the whole selling point. This isn't just a toaster. You can bake, grill, roast, or just reheat leftovers. The 30-liter size means you can slide in a 12-inch pizza without a struggle, roast vegetables on a tray, or even bake small loaves of bread. Plus, it comes with multiple rack positions, so you can cook different things at once, or adjust for taller dishes. That flexibility makes it way more useful than just a basic toaster oven. Something I also appreciate here is the timer. It goes up to 60 minutes, which is plenty for most of your cooking needs. Once the time's up, you get an audible bell, and the oven automatically shuts off. That's actually a nice safety feature, especially compared to older models that just kept running until you turn them off manually. Pair that with the temperature control range, and you've got something that can cover most daily cooking jobs. Another detail is the glass door. It's toughened and heat resistant, so you're not dealing with something that fogs up too quickly or feels fragile. You can check progress without opening the oven and letting heat escape, which is especially useful for baking where maintaining temperature is important. The interior is also designed to be relatively easy to clean. After a cooking session, the crumb tray can be removed and rinsed, and the smooth surfaces don't hold on to grease too much. So let's put this into a real-world scenario. Say you want to roast chicken wings, you can season them, lay them out on a tray, set the temperature to around 200 degrees Celsius, and in about 25 minutes you've got crispy, golden wings without needing to preheat a massive oven. Or, if you're into baking, you can whip up a cake mix, pour it into a pan, and bake it right here. The oven handles desserts just as well as savory dishes. And if you're more of a pizza person, well, this is the perfect size. Toss in a frozen pizza or make your own dough, and you're good. The big benefit here is efficiency. A full-sized oven takes time to heat, uses more power, and is overkill if you're just making a quick dinner for one.